Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome. I did want to give, before I start with my Hobonichi Weeks setup here, I was away for, I would say, a month and a half, and basically what I had was an autoimmune flare-up, and I got this way about 2 years ago, and I am just starting to feeling more energy this week, and so therefore I started setting up my 2024 Hobonichi Weeks. So it's been a slow process of healing. I am still healing and recovering, but praise God, I am here. And I've missed being on here. I've even, fallen off of Instagram, hopefully to get back on there soon. But if you don't follow me there, those are more of, I'll give health updates or just spontaneous things that happen on a day-to-day. And wanted to thank everyone who has reached out and sent me well wishes and prayers. Believe me, that has really meant the world to me during this month and a half. So let's get started here. This is just a temporary, and I have used this. This is like print impression cover. It's a faux leather, but it's pebbled, and I love it because it's ice. I think it's ice blue, and I don't believe he no longer sells this, but every once in a while, I have to check my camera, make sure you guys, I'm out of practice here. So I apologize if I'm off a little bit or my voice is off. Again, I'm not 100%, but I did want to come and share this setup. Now, if you've been following me for a while, let me just open it up. I got the blue sneaker weeks. If anybody knows me, been following me for a while, I love my sneaker weeks. This past year, this is my current weeks that I won't do a flip because I haven't covered anything private. Praise God, I have been keeping up with my sneaker weeks. This is book 2. So for 2023, because I wanted to have daily pages, you can see if I can find a blank one here. Okay, here we go. Because I wanted to have daily pages, I had to divide the book into 2, and I will link the videos below of the flip throughs. I think I'll share, I'll post 2, the one that I explained the process, and then my latest flip through, and I think that was in a car, in my van actually. Again, I really don't remember right now. But this is my current, and I have 2 books. So I have 6 months in book 1, and then the last 6 months, which is July through December, in this book. But I've been contemplating how did I want to proceed in 2024. So I wrote everything out. This is probably looks messy here, but I know kind of what I did. So I had to write the month, the days, like the weekdays, the amount number, and then the number of weekends, because I was really contemplating, and this is just a pen and gear, notebook, spiral notebook. I had to really contemplate, did I want a day on 2 pages or did I want a day on 1 page? The reason being, I've been thinking about, and in my dailies, and I apologize, I am out of practice. So let's say here, from the bottom up, I do rapid logging, memory keeping via rapid logging. So my system basically is a bullet journal, first and foremost, with a slash Franken-Covey, because I've used Franken-Covey in the past. So if you look at this format of this page of my dailies, it matches to Franken-Covey close. I have changed some things, and with a dash of GTD. And the only reason I have a dash of GTD is because I have a someday maybe list, and maybe one other thing that I use. So what I like to do is consolidate the different systems that I like and create my own type of planner. I've always been that way. But anyway, I wanted to have a place, and I do have blank pages, but I wanted it together. So if I had a time where, and I really wanted to document like more of my day, I can do it on this page, you know, if it was a day on two page. If I wanted to include pictures, or if we did something special with my family. Right now, I don't have that space, and I would have to do it in a blank space and kind of separate the information. I was even contemplating having like using a Hobonichi cousin and using the dailies for that. But I know myself, I really want one book. So, so what I did is I counted, and it's taking me a while because I had to do it little by little with the way I was feeling. So I decided it was either going to be 3 books with 4 months each, or it was going to be 4 books with 3 months each. I think I said that right. So I ended up with 3 books. So I went from 2 to 3, and I'm thinking that's going to work for the rest of the year. Now, if at the end of this book, I decide that a day on 2 pages is too much, and I really, you know, don't use it as much, I am going to do the rest of the year in 1 book. I believe I can fit all my dailies, my 1-page dailies, you know, the day on 1 page, in my 2nd book. So anyway, so let me get started here. Again, this is let me take it out of this cover so I can show you here. And let me bring you down just a little bit. Still not used to the camera above me. Okay, so this is the Sneaker Weeks, and many have said that this is smaller than the original. Let me see if I can find one here. So this is an older, you know, with the hardcover. So if you take this hardcover off and just peel it off, this is a sneaker. Whatever you're left with, it's a Sneaker Weeks. It's the exact same size. So that's what whoops, all this stuff is falling out of here. This is my daughter's, her senior year Hobonichi Weeks that I'm still not finished, and I need to, she graduated last year. But anyway, that's the size of a Sneaker Weeks. And then the cover, it's kind of like a, I don't want to say cardstock, but it has a film on it, so it protects it. But this is the way it looks. And the outside, make sure you're centered there. And so the inside, I just decorated just a little bit. It's not as elaborate as I usually decorate, but this is what I wanted. Make sure you're centered here. Okay. So in the beginning, and I apologize if I'm out of breath, I have not been moving around that much. So in the beginning, I really wanted to stick with the blue themes, which I love blue. Very serene and relaxing to me. So I just put some sticker there. I put book 1 of 3, January through April. And then here, this post-it is going to be to buy. And then this blue, I used to have yellow, but I wanted to keep it in the blue theme. This is for my inbox. So if anything that just pops up that I don't have a place for at the moment, I just put it there and then transfer it later. I just highlight the, you know, many people use stickers. I just highlight it with my mile liners. Any highlighting that I do in my books are mile liners. And then here, important dates, I just normally like to have the different time zones. That is so useful to me, especially when I follow other people and they say they're going to be on in a certain time zone. I'm in Central. And then in the bottom, I like to know the number of grid, you know, in the full page notes. So, and I don't generally use that. And I may put some stickers over this, but for now, I just left it like that. Here in this section, I use it for YouTube and Instagram on this side. And then this side, I use it for, I have a secondary part-time job, and I help take care of the lady down the street in the mornings. And also, I have not been doing that for the last month and a half. Hopefully, I'll be starting soon. But this is where I keep track of my hours. And then YouTube, this is where I keep track of my, you know, subscribers, and Instagram. I really don't do anything with this information, but I like to have it. And I also kind of highlight when I do videos, just because I want a history of my channel, you know, how it's grown and continues to grow. So if you like, you can like and subscribe to my channel. That really helps. I don't know how it helps, but I know it helps with the algorithm. I don't follow all that, but anyway, I like to keep just track of it, and I don't fill it out every day, but I don't want years to go by and say, you know, I wonder how my YouTube did from the beginning. And I don't even know how many years I've been on here. That's how my mind is lately. Now, what I did to cover a lot of these pages, let me see if I can find it here, is I covered, here, let me take it out of the wrapper. I apologize for that. But I used these supplements here, these Hobonichi Weeks supplements, and then I just, you know, took them out of there and then cut them down, and see their individual sheets. And I just use glue. Actually, I always said that I never liked using this Scotch glue because it made my pages stiff. And I found that I just tested it, and what I was doing is I was using too much glue. So I was gluing like the whole page. So what I did is I just lightly did the edges and then 2 dashes in the middle, and then places the pages down, and it worked. So I like my pages to be soft. I don't like stiff pages. So here, I think it was December. You have the monthlies here. So I think here you had like December, because they start in December, and then it gives you 3 extra months in the new year, you know, the following new year. So I covered this, and this will be my 2024 intentions or goals. And I already have everything tabbed out. I don't know what that will be. I apologize. I had to step away, and I kept on talking, and I didn't hit the record button, so I apologize. Okay, so here is my 20, I think I already reviewed my 24, my intentions. So here is my monthly. So I keep it simple. Make sure I'm recording this time around. So this I keep simple. It's just plain washi. This is stickers from the Happy Planner, and then I just use my liner in the back. Here I keep all my appointments, even my work appointments, even though I have a separate work planner, but I need to see, you know, my whole schedule in a planner. So here I keep birthdays, holidays, paydays, my work schedule, doctor's appointments, appointments for my husband, bills are in green. Orange is anything church related, purple is work. Yellow is homeschool, even though I don't homeschool anymore. My granddaughter is homeschooled. And so what else? Blue is holidays. And my daughter's not on here, but she's normally pink. And then I color code for my other children as well. So that's what that looks like. And then anything that's not concrete, like anything scheduled, I'll just put in a little post-it. And so here starts my future log. In my last future log, I had just, you know, 2 boxes per page, and that was too much. And so it starts in January 2024. And I put in through April of 2025. The reason I did that is because, one, it kept the pages even. But I also like to, if I need to keep something in the future, I like to write it down. If there's future appointments, or this is mainly like reminders for myself. I don't know, I'll give you an example, like September. I know that up here that the Hobonichi release will be there. So I will right over here start saving money for that. If there are any tasks in the current month that I'm not sure I'm going to be able to complete, I will put it back in the future log, and then, migrate it later. But this is also I keep track of birthdays, anniversaries, holidays, especially for holidays when I want to start like cleaning. I start thinking through the process of what I want to get done, and then I'll back plan, in the previous month, like what do I want to get done, so I'm not bombarded with so many to-dos that month. Or if I need to buy gifts, that's what the future log I use it for. So this is my monthly goals and tasks. This is my January, February, And again, this is the way I've been using my current planner. And goes through April. I like to compartmentalize my tasks because if I just see one long running to-do list, that that doesn't make, you know, for my brain and the way I process information, I need to see it compartmentalized. So my general task will go here. I like to have a home task, you know, a section for home, and I'll draw boxes, and then I color code the title page or the title box, just because I know what those colors mean. So if I had a work will be purple, planner, a planner box, something for my daughter will be in pink, things like that. So I know where to pull from. And the task here will go into my weeklies. And then from my weeklies, it goes into my dailies. This is expenses. And this page is new. Although I used an insert in my current Hobonichi Weeks, I wanted a page with a tab because I kept on forgetting to, because it was a little insert that I kind of stuck in the beginning of my planner. I didn't see it, and so I would forget to update it. So this is date, item, store, amount, if this was a want or a need. I saw that someone used it on one of what, I forget his name, but he had a video on how he uses his bullet journal, and that I thought was a good idea for myself because I want to keep my spending in check. Expenses for my puppy, so I just like to keep track of money that I spend on her: dog food, toys, vaccinations, you know, vet bills. Here is the money that's coming. So this is money going out, and this is money coming in. This is for my one part-time job that I mentioned earlier. This is for tax purposes and also for my YouTube. Here is a 2-page spread, year at a glance. This matches this spread here, but it's blown up because I just use it for any updates for January through April for my puppy. So if she had a vet, she had to go to the vet, something happened to her, if she got hurt, when I bought her a bag of dog food. So if I bought her one here and then I bought her one here, I can see how often I buy her food. And even though I can do that in the expenses to here, this is just a visual. This is also for her health. So it just keeps, you know, I don't know, I just keeps, you know, track of things that just pertains to her. So these were just, you know, empty monthly calendars that I covered. And so these are blank, just note pages. And what I did is I numbered all the note pages. Well, I whited them out in the back, but in green, because I differentiated all my note pages in the back. You know how they're numbered? The note pages in the back, this is a mega, so I forget how many total because I covered it. Pages, I will put it on a screen here. It has, and I wanted to differentiate between that numbering system. So I have, I think, a total of 77 pages that are blank that I can do anything with. So I kind of split it up between January and April. I have about 19 pages per month, and then I have an extra page. And here I can, you know, I can do anything. I can do journaling. I can maybe do some extra tracking there. It's just open to whatever I need it for. So I have 13 blank pages. And so what I did with the weeklies, you know, the weeklies that are like this, I just covered up, whited out the dates. And so, and I don't mind that because I can just write it if I just use this for whatever. That doesn't bother me, and that doesn't bother me. So before the new year starts, this is just a sticker from, and I can't remember now because I have so many different sticker packs. I'm not sure if it's Recollections. It may be. This is from Washi, from Planner Perfect. I love that blue. So here starts January. Now I had started decorating here, and I pulled out the stickers. See here, I have some stickers here. If you've seen my previous weeks, I love color. I love to put washi. It doesn't have to all match. It somewhat matches, but they don't have to be the same. Here, the reason these stay down here is because I think this one is Agenda 52. These stick on and you can't really take them off. I mean, that's why these kind of stay down there. I started taking them off because for the first time, well, not first time, I bought some Hobonichi Weeks kits in the past. I think I bought maybe one from, I can't think right now, but I wanted to use some colorful kits. I don't know. So I ordered enough. They were on sale and I got free shipping. So I ordered enough for the year. And normally I don't do that, but it's available. So if I want to use a kit, I can. And so that's why these are blank and a little bit. That's going to have to stay there because, I mean, I could possibly put something over it if the kit doesn't match. But I'm not going to use kits I don't think I'm going to use it every single week. But I wanted to leave them blank. Usually I already pre-decorate these and they're done for the year because I don't like decorating week to week. I like setting up my planners, you know, before the year starts and then having it done. I do the same thing with my self-care. And I did order a self-care week, so I'll be sharing that when it comes in. But okay, so that's through the end of April. There, end of April here, but then I just left that there. And then this is just blank. And then these little tabs that comes with the Hobonichi Mega, the sneaker weeks, that they only come with the sneaker weeks. And it's just little, kind of like a Post-it tab, but it's plastic. I divided the 19 pages, so I'll know how much I have. Okay, so this is page 77. If you can see here, 76 and 77. This is the last of my note pages. Here starts usually I have this in my previous weeks, and I do have it there. Let me show you right quick. It's back here. Sorry, I have this is so full. See how I have it here, the same washi. But I started thinking, I said, you know what? It should be in my current weeks because it starts off the new year. But I've always done it like in my previous weeks, and I have, you know, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's all together. And I need to stop thinking that way. I need to start separating it. So what I did is just kind of like, I don't want to say a vision board, but just like a little encouragement for the new year. Go where your dreams take you. This will be an amazing year. Being scared means you're about to do something really brave. Do what they think you cannot do, because there's certain things that I want to accomplish in 2024. And so I created that. And so here will start, I like when holidays come to really separate some pages to document like what we actually, like this will be the plans, like to buy anything that has related to setting up for the new year. Here will be probably what we did through the whole year, you know, the whole day. I like using timed and then exactly what we did throughout the day. Even though I have, you know, my day on 2 pages, I will probably do something similar and then maybe put some pictures, you know, so I have enough pages for that. And usually by this time we're tired and we generally relax and watch movies and just eat, you know, leftovers from the previous day, because we generally, you know, celebrate New Year's Eve. So that's New Year's Day. Oh, so this will include probably New Year's Eve information too. So I have a day on 2 pages, and the second day is not decorated at all. And the way I use this page, and if you've been following me for a while, you probably know, but let me use a pen here because I don't like using my fingers. So here is blank up here. And again, this follows somewhat of the Franklin Covey system. Up here could be anything informational that's important. And here is holidays, any information that's important, I highlight there, and I also color code that. Here in this corner, on the right-hand corner, I keep my bills. This information here is for anything that I have to do, like I don't know, I usually put the lady I have to work down the street, I just keep it there. Litter boxes that I need to change, anything home related will go there, I guess. That would be a better explanation. Then I have the date, and here will go the weather. Oh, that's what I forgot to highlight. I like to highlight in yellow, and then that's where I know to put the weather. This second one in the bottom, I used to use it for, oh, there's one thing in here that's not in here, is the 9 pillars. And I decided, because I have such a hard time updating it, I used to be very good with updating it. Lately, like this past year, I just decided, you know what, if I'm struggling to update it, I'm not going to keep it in my, and 9 pillars is just 9 areas of one's life that you kind of want to keep it balanced. And I will link the video below. And my last, I think I shared it in my last, but I shared it in one of my videos, so I will link that below to give you a better explanation. But the activities come from your planner. And so here is my timed. So I have from 6 to 10. And a lot of times I stay up later, but it doesn't matter, but I'm home. And I generally don't wake up earlier. But if I did, that it's not a problem, because it doesn't happen often. Okay, so I kind of have like an invisible line in the middle. My appointments and my husband's will go on the left. And for my daughter, my 19-year-old who still lives here, her schedule goes on the right. So I kind of, and I color code. And so that's just the way I like to keep it. Here is anything that I watch, YouTube, movies, shows, will go here. This is a little section that I have for my daughter when she works, anything that she does in the home. She likes to cook and bake. She went out with her friends or whatever. It's just memory keeping. And then from the bottom up, I memory keep via rapid logging, you know, like the bullet journal. I don't write like long sentences, but I try to be as brief as possible. In the middle, I like to use stamps. If there's packages that I ordered, would be a green envelope. If I'm receiving a package, you know, like Amazon, if I ordered it here, I receive it 2 days later. I will flip 2 days later, put a green envelope telling me, I'm sorry, brown, to let me know that I received the package. If there's important information, I'll use like a red arrow, you know, that goes this way. Just lately I've been talking to a lot of hospital, you know, the doctors and stuff like that. So that's been important information that I've been wanting to keep. Kind of, that's where my eyes take me for information that's important, will be here. And then this is just going to be blank, and I can decorate it with washi if I want to, or if I'm also a very functional planner. Although you see some decoration here in the beginning, a little bit of washi, everything is pen to paper, and I like to color code because my eyes, that's where, you know, when I see color, that's kind of where my eyes take me. And to see a planner without color, I would have to read each and every item, and it just saves me time. I don't know, it just does. So here I would either write about my day, you know, more in elaborate, more of the feeling behind the day, and therefore I can keep that there. If I needed something more like with pictures and stuff, I can use these extra note pages, but at least everything is, you know, together. I can still put pictures here. I write very tiny. I can write within the box. And, but anyway, so I have 4 months here, and I have everything. I see my bills are there. These are holiday. I kind of follow the Hobonichi, so Sundays are in red, Saturdays in gray, and then my weekday are in blue. And then that's just my color scheme. Hobonichi does the gray and the red. And then paydays already stamped. So that is, you know, my full through April. If you hear noise in the background, I apologize. That's my dog. She's walking around. I think she's getting a little impatient. Okay, so this goes through the end of April, April 30th. And here is my monthly index that I generally like to keep. This also is the Franklin Covey but bullet journal also uses that. So I have, you know, the monthly index. So January, I had to use whiteout because I had 2023 like almost on every page. So I had to rewrite 2024. I usually write, you know, the date. And then here is highlights. So anything out of my personal family, of our ongoings, anything that's going on maybe in the news, anything that's outside of our family will go there. So here's my currently page, what I'm currently planning, eating, drinking, reading, listening, feeling, loving, watching, YouTube, who I'm watching on Instagram, what I purchased. I have it in my expenses, but this is just kind of like a quick, this is like a summary of my month. And then what I'm celebrating, my weight loss, and my Zoe. Oh, I forgot to put health. I think that's what I've been doing in my current one. Oh, I think I did it. Hold on here. Yes. So I didn't do it in this one. I forgot. So, okay. So I weight loss / health, because I've been sick for the last month and a half. I want to keep track of that, and then I'll move Zoe down, and that's just to keep track of her. How old is she? Okay, so that's my monthly index, my currently, and then I always have 4 pages per month. So I will also have my gratitude, and I have a little heart there. And that little heart, I've been asked, people have asked me before, why do I have a heart in my gratitude? That is when my first granddaughter, she was born a micro preemie. She was born at 24.5 weeks. And I was a prayer warrior for that child. And so I put a little heart there, and I thank the Lord every day that she had. And I just praise God for every day, you know, that she was growing strong. And so I just kept it there as tradition. And she's 5 now, and she's a beautiful, beautiful little girl. And here I'll just put some stickers. Haven't found any yet. Take up some blank pages, and sometimes I'll put maybe a verse or something for my husband. But this is my husband's gratitude, and then it's the same. So this is February's monthly index. The gratitude, my husband's gratitude. This is for March. And I generally match the mile liners to the washi. My husband's generally in green. This is April. And then these, you know, the back informational pages, like these pages here, that's what I covered here in order to have enough extra pages for that. Even though I would have had enough, but I wasn't sure, so I just covered. I don't use them for anything. So it's better to have extra than to have to have not enough. So here is the My 100. I just covered up a little bit of washi. This side will be YouTube, meaning what the name of my videos and the date that I record them. And so I doubt I'll have 50 within 4 months, but I just kept that. I'm not sure what I will use these for. In my current planner, I have the books of the Bible that I have read. And here is like scriptures memorized, so that, you know, won't be as full. And I don't think I'll do that here because I won't need the whole column for that. So I'm still thinking that through. Here is an interview with myself. I don't know, I just wanted to keep that there. I didn't want to cover it up. And if I do need extra pages, I just put here cover. It'll be, you know, pages 221 to 222. Here's the 365 days check off sheet that I don't generally use. I think I used it for my weight loss, but it didn't work for me because I lost track, and then I gained, and then it was just not easy to use. And then generally back here, I like to use with, you know, just to add extra Post-its in case I need it. In the very back, I like to have like a sheet. So when I do my stamping, you know, I kind of blot my stamp back here. And then this is just little jelly, you know, bookmark with my routines, AM and PM routines. And I like to keep generally that in the back. And this will be full, you know, by the time I use it. So this is book 1 of the 3, and here are my other 2 books. I already have them. And so I am set for the year, other than the kits that I'm waiting for. and I'm very happy with my blue sneaker weeks, and I'm really looking forward to, and I am going to start this on January 1st. I know many are starting their books in early, and there's ways to do that. I am going to continue using mine because I'm still enjoying my, you know, my sneaker weeks, and I just have it in a cover, and this is the same cover and the same paper that I've been, you know, for a while. And I'm a creature of habit. Once I find something that I like, I kind of stick with it. And I will probably use the same cover, you know, the plastic cover with the sneaker weeks. It does move around. It doesn't move around too much because it's so full. This is just a cover for a regular Hobonichi Weeks. And then this is from an old Chic Sparrow cover in the Mr. Darcy buttered rum. I think it's called M&L. But that's all I have. And if you have any questions, please let me know. I'd be happy to answer any questions that you may have. Hopefully this video made sense. I am still not 100%, but I think it came out okay. Again, if you have questions, let me know. And thank you so much for watching. Till next time.